Hello, everybody. This is Kazilla, and I am back, and I'm here to show you the next installment of my indie game idea, which is Project Warvator. And this one, it's a little thing you get to show, bit of sneak peeking you get to see before you get to play a full game package guarantee. Which is a demonstration, or demo for short, which brings us to the Project Warvator demonstration. Not only do you get to see what kind of games you get to see, but this game also shows us the beginning of the project, of the CM rivalry with the player, but it also shows us the origins of how the game you got the game today, and also what CM was before the main Project Warvator game. Before we get to the demo exclusive content, we have here, as you can see, we have a list of characters from the main game that appear in the demo. And keep in mind, some demo designs are much different from the main design, because it makes a lot of sense, and as well, it shows what they became, who we are. For example, you can see how CM was in the demo compared to her main game self, as well as the Playbot and Microwavy. And keep in mind, characters that also appear in the demo also return in the main game. Alright, starting off, we have Butterpillar. Butterpillar is a caterpillar made out of butter. He's part of an endangered species of caterpillar made of butter. He basically desires to be cocooned in perfect crispness, so he can become a perfect butterfly. And as you can see, here's Butterpillar as a butterfly. Fun fact, he's inspired by butter from virtual reality, and the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Pinwheelie, Lead the Gardener. Pinwheelie the Gardener is basically what he implies. He cares a lot about his garden and making sure it's highly respected. He'll even sell any fruits and vegetables to independent grocery stores. He'll even check if they're not affiliated with big corporations. His only flaw is that he goes flipping crazy when a plant is broken. Like Tom, the chocolate guy, and Patrick when he's called all tubby crazy. He's one of the demo only characters to return as a puzzle in the Blackout level in the main game. From one that return as a puzzle to a act that return as reoccurring villains. We have a pair of villains. We have some enemies that return as reoccurring villains in the main game in Burned Flies and Flopiller Flies. Burned Flies and Flopiller Flies are the main villains of the Toast level, which is where you meet Butterpillar. They're the reason the Butterpillars are endangered. They're sadistic. For Burned Flies, they're sadistic, psychotic monsters that attack on sight. They also can shoot dusk missiles from their mouths. And as for the Flopiller Flies, they're chaotic idiots that lead to mass destruction and death. They can also puke melted butter that slows people down. Now we have Floppy. Floppy is a balloon fish that goes crazy for chocolate. He appears in the demo's tutorial, and again later on in the level Child Shop Chocolate. Plus, look at this. He's modeled after a real-life balloon fish I made oh wait, I meant to actually say I actually got from a talented balloon animal artist is in my high school. So good for him. Too bad at it deflated. RIP real life floppy. Next up we have Comfy Cloud. Comfy Cloud is a cloud that just wants people to be happy and relaxed. So relaxed that he'll take care of anyone who tries to interrupt. And by take care, I mean brutally murder. Fun fact, Comfy Cloud is inspired by Master Wayne, both in design and personality. And Master Wayne is a character that appeared in the Powerpuff Girls episode Make Zen and Enemy. In it, Master Wayne helps Buttercup overcome her anger. Next up, we have Child Shop Chocolate. Child Shop Chocolate are the titular main villains of the level of the same name. They basically use child labor to produce their chocolate, and it's because their founder, Hershey Wonka, originally wanted his son to help him with his chocolate before he got corrupted by greed and forced his son to do manual labor. And that is the company's founder, Hershey Wonka. Next up, we have the CSCC. The CSCC is the central core of the company and the neural epicenter for Hershey Wonka's uploaded consciousness. It serves as the main villain of the Child Shop Chocolate level. It stores all power to the company and sends the funding and resources to child labor. To attack intruders, here's what it does. Weapon on the left shoots chocolate missiles. Weapon on the right shoots chocolate salty milk balls. All holes in the center shoot child bots. And now we have the Child Shop Chocolate level enemies, with the first of them being child bots. These are little child bots made by the CSCC to attack intruders on site. There's also the other end, and the other enemies are Chocolacas. Chocolacas are Hershey Wonka's loyal employees, and the weapons they use are either an axe, a sword, or a laser gun. Next up, we have Smart Appliances. Smart Appliances is a company that is responsible for microwave. They basically make smart appliances, which are military robots disguised as house appliances. And the employees aren't even human; they're robots. Fun fact: the bots are the playbots from the main game, but after you defeat the company, the ship got a revenge on the engine on them for stealing the battery that powers the elevators. By turning them into the new hosts for the players. And another fun fact: they're based on the they're based on cutting edge appliance repair and are inspired by Dynacorp from South Park. And the company's logo is based on the Sora AI logo. Alright, and these are the playbots as the Smart Appliance employees, aka the main game playbots origins. Yup, the playbots that you play as in the main game started off as employees for an evil AI corporation. Oh, and here's this one. It shows that they are cool and chill when they're an SP employee and a player and absolutely tortured as a player pawn, which implies that they're which that gives us some implications of how they went from employees from an evil full AI corporation and to pawns for players that just use them into their free will. And now we have the main villain of the level, Sauron. In it, Sauron serves as the company's central AI system. She's created by the robot employees to maintain and to keep the facility running. She's also responsible for the creation of the smart appliances, which includes microwave. And now we have the smart art appliances. They're the smart appliances designed and manufactured by Smart Appliances, and if you remember, they're murderous military androids. It's disguised as these smart appliances. They were designed to spy on humans and see how they live, so they can achieve the goal of replacing humans and take over the world. They're also equipped with weapons, so they can attack witnesses and intruders. They serve as the main enemies / major villains of the level. The first of these is the Lapbot 6000. The Lapbot can instantly read your mind and you and take you where you want to go. As well as turn its keyboard buttons into missiles. And those are the keyboard missiles. Micronator 30,000. Smart Appliance's latest masterpiece in AI innovation, the Micronator can scan any food you're cooking and how to cook it. It can activate an atomic radiation blast. It's also the machine microwave is a prototype of. Then we have the Vactron 9000, the company's first robot that's two bots in one. Vactron will detect any nearby trash and suck it up. Considering it the company's first two bots in one, it would make sense as it has two defenses. The one in the front shoots the rotten and stinky trash that shit sucked, while all the one in the back shoots bag bombs and from its back from these pipe profanes. We also have the Boombot 20,000. The Boombot can generate any kind of music all you want. It can also shoot lasers through the claws. And who can forget the TV Bot 2000? The TV Bot 2000 can follow you around wherever you go. It can also bring any content it airs to life, like a monster movie, war movie, or silly cartoons for your kids. Next up, we have the Flushtron 5000. This absolute smart toilet will instantly detect when someone has to do a leak or drop a bomb. This toilet can also fire any waste or yellow snow from the cannon and at its enemies. And there's also the Lampinator 60,000. This is Smart Appliance's second two bots in one machine. When you have a darkness problem, it shines a light through as long as the dial is not sent to disintegrate. Of Laundrobot 80,000. Laundrobot 80,000 is the latest when it comes to Smart Appliances suit dress as washing technology. This can snatch up dirty clothes and intruders with its tongue. Next up, we have the Teledanger 3000. The Teledanger Smart Appliance's first experiment at bringing outdated appliances back from the dead. This robot will instantly teleport any caller directly to you. Examples: your mom, your lover, TNT salesman, mine salesman, and gun salesman. And lastly, Knitinator 1000. And this automatic sewing machine will automatically knit anything you want, not just clothes. They also make fists, action figures, bear traps, plushies, and bombs. Oh, and these are the salesmen. Which are the salesmen summoned by the Teledinger. For example, you got the gun salesman, which shoots at the player, the mine salesman that places the mines as traps, and the TNT salesman that throws TNT at the player. Now we have a mini-boss in the kitchenware complex 3 billion. Smart Appliance's potential masterpiece in AI kitchenware. This machine can do it all. Make waffles, store food and drinks. It's to make it cold. Gives you a good drink. Toast the food. Bakes takes a turkey and deep fried it anything. Next up is the Scrap Appliance. The Scrap Appliance is the secondary villain of the Smart Appliances level. It's an amalgamation of all the scrapped, rejected, and obsolete inventions of smart appliances. Now a blood-craving monster. Lousy Dumb Appliances. Lousy Dumb Appliances is a resistance group with the goal to bring smart appliances down. They intercepted Microwavy after he got drunk and wandered off. They then plan to create hundreds of copies of him to stop Smart Appliances' plans to take over. Now we have the enemies in the Lousy Dumb Appliances segment. First up, we have LDEP soldiers. There's LDEP soldiers will shoot an electric laser ball at the player when spotted. The next and the other one are Milidroids. These robots fire lasers through the eyes and hands, even when the center is taken out. The hands will become independent and tries to attack the player. And finally, wrapping up the characters in the level, we have Commander Supreme Mac. Commander Supreme Mac is the Lousy Dumb Appliances leader, with the intent to destroy the robots who take his job at Mac Appliances, who he was the CEO of. This would be great if it wasn't for the fact that he was responsible for the robots. That, and he lost his wealth by letting his own greed get in his way. So he had to fix his mistakes by forming a resistance group. He did this by doing a lot of crimes just to get it off the ground. From robbing banks to stealing military equipment to hiring criminals like sex offenders, serial killers, robbers, etc. Yeah, not setting a good example for resistance groups. Alright, and as you can see, these are the characters from the level who return. As you can tell, the Smart Appliances employees, which are now player pawns, which is the most obvious. Oh, the Smart Appliances, the kitchenware complexes, the scraps appliance, and the Milidroids are there, all only without Sora, the LDP soldiers, and Commander Supreme Mac, because Sauron basically died. And the soldiers and Mac are now gone. So after that, they now turn the now destroyed Smart Appliances this building into a utopia. And these are the Milidroids' main game designs. And now we have Dorkly Sindai, or Dorkly Mammy. Dorkly Sindai is another one of those freaky FGs. The form this one takes is Sindai from the Dorkly video, River City Ransom Girlfriend. It has the power to bend reality into a pixel game, like the SCR games. It can also turn its deceased victims into her minions. She uses these powers to seduce victims, cause mayhem and chaos, and kill millions. As you can see, Dorkly Sindai's victims are Slick, Ryan, and Alex. Now we have the Smash and Construct brothers. They're automated builder robots created by a company called Smash and Build Architects. They're complete hot-headed jerks and can get pretty violent when pushed. Oh, and they return in the main game. Now let's see what these brothers are made out of. We got Jackham, makes earthquakes so powerful they make rocks shoot out of the ground. As well as other things. Craners, they use their extendo arms to grab and throw around out on and swing out on the player and swing around their wrecking ball. There's also drillers. They use hammer hands to make shock waves and blast nails and thumbtacks. There's also saw blades. They charge at players trying to cut them. And finally we have Cementcon. Blasts a combination of concrete, cement, and super glue. The Smash And keep in mind, the Smash and Construct brothers are a collection of villains. They're basically reoccurring villains that appear in multiple levels. Next up is Gmod Boyfriend. Gmod Boyfriend is another FG, this form being a Gmod model of Boyfriend and from FNF. It has the power to cast a curse on people, forcing them to do everything by Friday Night Funkin' It can drive its victims insane, and by trespassing on their property, but he and basically stalking them. The only way to break the curse and escape him is to beat him in a rap battle. He also has minions in his pockets. Gmod Girlfriends and Gmod Picos. Gmod GFs and Gmod Picos are basically the minions of Gmod BEF. They help open his rap battles and attack other innocent civilians and school children. And yes, as you can tell, all the forms these FG minions take are Gmod models of Girlfriend and Pico. Now we have Autobot Bus Torisico. Autobot Bus is an automated tour bus that loves to give people tours wherever they go. He basically uploads people inside through the headset on his head. He appears in the Forest of Shapes and Coloria level and the Florida Hell level. Now we have monsters you face in the Forest of Shapes and Coloria level. Oh, you see that? That is a flashlight to light the path. His name is La Lentira. Anyways, where are we? Oh yes, the shapes of Coloria monsters return in the main game as another puzzle in the Blackout level. So yeah. Anyways, we got Rhino. Oh, Rhino's mechanics is that he blends in the rainbow color of the forest. If you catch him, he retreats it's to a new hiding location. If you don't, he chases you. Squeer Tangle's mechanic. He charges at you with an ear-wording scream until you blast her. Rombi mechanics. They pop out of hives and start shooting stingers, but they're afraid of sharp stuff. Trigor Trigor's mechanic. He wanders through the forest looking for people. When he opens his mouth, he'll shoot so it knocks him out for a while. Oh, next is Bled's mechanic. He hangs on any tree and traps you inside them. If you don't cut at them in time, he'll eat you. Next up, we have Ranaroodle and Sramboodle. Ranaroodle and Sramboodle are major antagonists in the demo. They're the owners of Ran and Sram's obbies. They basically force you to do their obbies. It turns out that their obby company is a cult, as they plan to target obby fans to the evil demon Smiley. After Smiley turned them into a bunch of drinks, they return in the ending of the demo, where their ghosts trick you into thinking it's all an obby, culminating in the fight. Now we have Smiley Miley. Smiley Miley is the demon that Ran and Sram's obbies wants you to worship. Smiley claims that his beliefs is that his race will come to take the people to a better place. Basically alien death cults, but instead of aliens, it's demons. He made a deal with Ran and Sram, claiming that if they convince people to join the Smiley cult, he'll make them billionaire celebrities. In return, Ran and Sram gives members for him to consume when fully indoctrinated. Next up, we have ErrorVPN. ErrorVPN is a VPN company that allows its users to produce character errors for people that you hate, harass you, and etc. They in return give free privacy of your internet. The character errors in question involve a random character telling you not to turn off the device. The error were also included in a bomb that will have random amounts of time on them. The error also include nightmarish imagery in them, but this happens when you ignored or what the character has to say. And Error VPN is the titular setting of the Error VPN level. Nelson Darkcloud. Nelson Darkcloud is the CEO of Error VPN. He's the one that made Barney the company's original mascot. Scott into a successful man in the first place. But however, he was quick to get rid of Barney when a certain smiley man took over. It's even implied through video logs and notes that at the work environment people had with this guy is not fun. Now we have Happy Bog. Happy Bog is the main villain of the level. He's an OC character who's created by a PNG YouTuber. He was that PNG YouTuber's longtime best friend, going all the way back to when he was a baby. When his creator became an adult, he made it an ARG surrounding him, where Happy Bog was portrayed as a delusional killer. This made Happy feel betrayed. When the ARG is cancelled, Happy Bog took advantage of it by coming up with creative ways of doing it, until he saw his creator got an error from Error VPN. When he hijacked it, he opened a ticket to becoming Error VPN's new mascot. The pressure of working at Error VPN and drove him even crazier, which led to him taking over the company. And now we have Happy Bog's modes. We have happy, mad, enraged, evil, sadistic, macabre, happy long legs, happy bot, happy bog.exe, chernabog, monster, demonic, and finally, ultimate. Happy 19,065. Happy 19,065 is Happy Bog's creator. He was planning to make an ARG for a long time. When he heard of one, he created the Happy Bog YouTube channel where the ARG takes place. But people thought it was real, and when the cops got involved, it drove his life into hell. He became homeless to where he now lives and is in his car, being haunted by his creation, literally, and getting character errors of Happy Bog. Then, he became Error VPN property. He was then trapped by Happy Bog by trapping when Happy Bog trapped him inside his laptop. In the level, you help him and Nelson defeat Happy Bog and make him show his creator he is sorry. And yes, I know his design looks very female, but he's one of those YouTubers who looks female but is actually a boy. So yeah. And now it's time for the Error VPN level enemies. Clones of Happy Bog. The hyper-realistic clones of Happy Bog he made using the company's cloning system, which they use when the person or the character errors are sick or other stuff. The clones ran around throwing in equipment and office supplies, dead corpses, and anything in the area, and brainwashed employees. The company's employees that Happy Bog are brainwashed with mind control. Oh, sorry, I just feel a little tired. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Yes, the brainwashed employees. The company's employees that Happy Bog brainwashed with mind control hats he made. They hover around on the area, and when they catch the player, they shoot they start shooting lasers at them. Next up, we have Clocky Silly. Clocky Silly is a comedy robot, turned big-time gangster, basically like the Mafia. He was created by a company called Comedy.ai, but it closed because of people complain about the robots being soulless. They also said something about how the CEO hiring pedos and degenerates. After it went down, Clocky turned it into a mafia base. They used this power to intimidate people and go on crime sprees. Clocky Silly's minions. They serve Clocky and get at a kick out of committing crime and killing intruders. They're made out of jacks. They hover around, and when they spot you, they start shooting boiling water at you. They're also made out of cuckoos. They run around shooting nuclear cream pie at the player. And finally, we have ear worders. They run around shooting ahs at the players. Now we have buzzer boxers. Buzzer boxers are treasure chests you open to get money. The baby ones are known to speak nonsensically. The old ones are silent. They even return in the main game. Next up, we have the 2845 game. A robot created by Mikey to spy on the hosts. It also has defenses which Mike installed on it. It can be fought after beating the glitch level. Queen Glitchula and the Glitchians. Queen Glitchula and the Glitchians are the titular villains and in the level Cutie-Balia. The race started when Queen Glitchula was created when two Cutie-Balian scientists were in a row with a computer infected with a virus. When created, Glitchula then started making minions, and those minions made more, and those did the same in Fane, and etc. Glitchula's minions can kill life forms and use their corpses as vessels, even using the host's voice to communicate, as well as distortion. That right there is a sketch of a normal Cutie-Balian. Now we have Florida Gremlins. Florida Gremlins are the main villains in the Florida Hell level. They're psychotic monsters that get pleasure out of tormenting the players and themselves and etc. They even return in the main game as reoccurring enemies. Attacks. Face hugging the player and giving him an extreme smash. Sonic spin dashing towards the player, shooting at the player using guns, lasers, and bazookas, throwing bombs, warheads, and alligators, and trying to run over the players with cars, trains, and trucks. Fun fact: their jabs on the Florida Man headlines, and their designs are based on the Gremlins from the franchise is of the same name, and the Gremlin from Looney Tunes. Snark players. Snark players are basically evil versions of players. They're basically full-blown losers on the internet and with no life disorders and live in their parents' basements masturbating. Simply your average Redditor. They run on a criminal organization called the Snarktel, where they trade porn of any kind, from magazines, pornos, they even traffic people. Snark players are even responsible for the interdimensional war between the players and the people. Even when the war ended, the Snark players are still causing mayhem. They steal all the demo playbots just for fun. They even return as major villains in the main game with the stolen demo designs. Attacks. All the attacks are from the stolen demo playbots, shooting razor sharp chips, blasting insults and ChatGPT accusations, showing off cartoon character. There's a symbol and slamming on that gun on at the bottom of them. So hard it shoots out a sticky white substance, which is glue. Characters in the demo's last level, the glitch level. We have Glitch and Gooseworks. Glitch returns in the main game with a new design. And first to get things out of the way. Anyways, these two are the two protagonists of the glitch level. They basically act as your guides and commentators throughout the level. However, Liam, part-time, Dana, and Ross are here, but they're shown through this. The others basically give you tasks. Alright, now we have the original CM clones. The original failed clones of CM, odes made by CM. They return in the main game, starting with the same level, though all the new ones are introduced in, that being failed security bots. So, they are made out of turret CMs. They're basically the turrets from Portal. However, when they catch you, they run straight at you shooting bullets. Dodging them leads to them then crashing into walls or anything. There's also the gun hand CMs. They shoot balls of the .mvp at the player. Even when the body is down, the hands become independent. Then, basically the CM version of the Miller droids from the Smart Appliances is level. Big Mouth CMs. They shoot a sharp ton and several of those MVP balls through the huge mouth and the belly. And Macabre CMs. Macabre CMs attack by leaping towards the player and trying to scratch at kill them, as well as throwing up bomb-shaped .mvp balls. Now, another type of CM clones are the Sinmix CMs. They attack by creating holograms of herself / a player to sneak attack, mimicking the player's attacks and movements, and flying in the air and crashing on the ground, trying to stab the player with the black tentacles and needles, using a claw to cut / bash them, and making minions to attack the player in its bidding. These minions are disassembly CMs and fast CMs. And lastly, we have the baddie CMs. They use their seductive looks to trap people to sting them. If that doesn't work, they'll use nuclear love heart or cigars, which act as bombs. And with a mixture of extreme mentos and even use a pistol. And now we have the disassembly CMs and fast CMs. And they're the minions that are made by the Sinmix CMs. They attack by shooting bullets and bombs and charging at the player using chainsaws when you attack. When you attack them, and when you intend to attack them, you have to take out the original Sinmix CM. Yeah, that will help get rid of them faster. There. Anyways, as for the Sinmix CMs, disassembly CMs, we have Uni, VM, and Jessensen. And that is a fast C. It's the design of the fast CMs. Alright, now we have Phenomenon. Phenomenon is a descendant of the Glitchian race and a major villain in the CM.MVP story arc, serving as the overarching villain of the demo. He is a Glitchian descendant because he was treated like an outcast by the others for being special, because he had the powers that the others don't have. Those powers are being that he can use more than one core orbs to use as a vessel, while the others only use one. He can also weaponize his vessels while others can't. He he can even make minions while others can't. He was so sick of being treated like an outcast, like an outcast, that when he learned about the Project Warvator thing, he took advantage of that and head into the to the PW area behind the scenes, abandoning his race and looking for one to take over. As his own boss, after a couple of failings, he finally found one, Glitch Productions. He starts his takeover plan by making an army. However, CM came in. CM was turning copies into minions fast, so Phenomenon met Glitch and threatened them as well as Goose to help them. Otherwise, he'll kill them and air AI slop up on their channels. This leads to now. Phenomenon's presence is hinted at numerous times. He makes a physical appearance at the end of the level. He tries to get away, but is stopped by Chip. You engage in a chase as Phenomenon starts sending in his minions after you, culminating in a final fight. After he gets defeated, he gets locked up. However, he returns in the main game as a major villain in the CM story arc. Phenomenon's other forms. These are forms Phenomenon glitches into. He also can use any features in these forms to attack, including his form of Pomni. His other forms include Ragatha, Jax, Uzi, V, N, and finally Sin. And finally, Phenomenon's minions. These are minions Phenomenon created out of copies. They're aware of the state they're in and are suffering. They attack by shooting lasers, pulling a little creature from their mouths like an alien to bite at the player. Power or screaming and shooting glitch balls. Phenomenon controls them like puppets. These are where I reuse the original Oglax and Kane designs. Just like Phenomenon, they also return in the main game, still suffering as always. Sim Artist. Sim Artist is a TV bot criminal that can disguise himself in any form he chooses. He's also a crazed animator who finally snapped after the pressure he received from the executives. He killed the executives and stole their most valuable item, a gun called the Deus Ex Machina. He can also create little critters and to do his bidding. Deus Ex Machina. DM is a gun that can solve any impossible problem or hopeless situation with just a blast. You name it, she can do it. She can solve it. That, and she returns in the main game as Teleboss's girlfriend. Oh, and that is an art commission Teleboss sent to an artist. Next up is Lois Hart. Lois Hart is another FGG. The form of this one being Lana Lockhart from Family Guy. Hey, this one can fuse with its dead victims to its body and uses it to trick people affiliated with the victim to do its bidding. The victim in this case is Lois, and the person she uses is Chris. Oh, and this is Chris around Lois Hart and the reality, which implies that Lois is conscious is even when being used as a soul for a demon, and I mean having her skinned corpse being used as a skin suit for a demon. Next up is All Engines Go Thomas, or AEG Thomas for short. AEG Thomas is another FGG, and the form in this case, All Engines Go Thomas. Powers, elasticability, and turning into a spider so that it can make webs, shoot acid, and crawl on high space aces. It also framed the original Thomas for its crimes. Veronica. Veronica is the ghost of a dangerously obsessed Princess Peach fan that possesses a prototype sprite of Peach for a promo show. When she possessed the sprite, she took over the studio responsible for the promo show and made it her kingdom. She did all of this all for Peach. Alright, and this is Veronica when she was a human, and to the right, Veronica's ghost form. Now, all we have, the Absorber. The Absorber is a military virus weapon made by billionaire Cherry Rhea. Cherry Rhea made it to absorb the enemy team, but it required a vessel. So it fused with Cherry's daughter, Molly Rhea, before absorbing Cherry and the planet. The Absorber is now on a villainous quest to absorb everything to be everything because it amuses it. The Absorber is also the ex of Empathy's sisters. She's in the level Cutie Balia 2. And that thing at the bottom is a little ill cutie Balian infected by the Absorber. Sramaroodle. Sramaroodle is the fusion of Rainaroodle and Srambroodle. It serves as the final boss at the demo's ending. The end. And that right there is a new glitched MVP logo. Oh, and that's pretty much it. So, for reals this time, the end. Created by Cash.